You will soon be able to buy hearing aids over the counter without a prescription. They will be available in some stores starting Monday, making hearing aids more affordable for millions of Americans. Elizabeth Selle is the lead audiologist for the Jacksonville Hearing and Balance Institute. She joins us today to explain more about what this means for people with hearing loss. Good morning. Thank you for being here with us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So first, we want to make clear this won't be the case for all hearing aids. There are special over-the-counter ones being produced for this reason, right?
Correct. So, over the counter hearing aids, or OTC hearing aids, is what we'll call them, are a new category of hearing devices. So, to differentiate them from already existing hearing aids, we will refer to them as OTC versus prescriptive hearing aids. So, this new category of hearing aids are designed for individuals who have a mild to moderate hearing loss, ages 18 years and older. So, not intended for children or for adults who have a more moderate to severe hearing loss.
And are there certain groups these are being designed for?
So, this specific OTC hearing aid, for those with a mild to moderate type of hearing loss, this individual may be experiencing some hearing that's slightly muffled. They might hear pretty well in a quiet environment, but they may experience difficulties understanding friends and family in a crowded room when others are talking around them. Perhaps they struggled through the pandemic when everyone was wearing masks because they no longer were able to lip read, even unknowingly lip reading. So these individuals will likely benefit in some capacity from OTC devices.
That is amazing. So tell me, what's the typical process of getting a hearing aid?
So the way it stands now, we typically will complete a comprehensive audiological evaluation, which essentially is a series of tests looking at the hearing system. This will still be an essential step in OTC hearing aids that we will still recommend. It is not required. So that is another very important parameter to recognize regarding OTC hearing aids is you are not required as the consumer to have a hearing test, but rather these devices will be reliant upon the consumer to test and evaluate their own hearing. That being said, we always recommend an evaluation for a couple of reasons. One would be to confirm that you do have this mild to moderate hearing loss that would make you a candidate for an OTC hearing aid, or perhaps you have a slightly worse hearing loss. We also want to rule out any medical issues that might need to be addressed prior to use of a hearing aid, whether that be an OTC or a prescriptive hearing aid. So the evaluation allows us to confirm the severity of the hearing loss. It also allows us to confirm whether or not we need to address something ahead of time, perhaps some fluid, an excessive amount of earwax that needs to be removed first. Once the audiological evaluation is completed, then that consumer sees an audiologist where we talk about their communication needs. What is it that they are needing from the hearing aid? What situations are they struggling in? And from there, we discuss appropriate technology levels, hearing aid styles. We discuss expectations and how to manage their environments to help the hearing aid function at its best. And then the patient purchases the hearing aid, and then we spend a series of appointments making adjustments and educating the patient about how to use their hearing aid.
And really quickly, because we are running out of time, I know many of us have family members who may need hearing aids. What are some telltale signs to look out for?
So the biggest one will be that they are mishearing what you're saying, or that they seem to not respond appropriately, or they don't respond at all. Maybe they are straining to understand in a noisy environment like that restaurant. Maybe they're struggling over the telephone. So these are some signs to look out for.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Elizabeth Selle. We appreciate having you on this morning. It was very insightful.
Thank you for having me.